Imagine the terror. Darkness envelops you. The cold, unyielding grip of the ocean surrounds you, and you feel utterly alone in the vast, inky blackness. A monstrous shape looms above, its massive form casting an ominous shadow that blots out the faint light from above. You are pulled beneath the waves, the force of the water dragging you deeper and deeper into the abyss, swallowed whole by a giant of the deep. The sheer size of the creature is overwhelming, its mouth a cavernous maw that seems to stretch on forever. It's a primal fear, ingrained in our collective imagination through myths and stories like Pinocchio, where the hero is swallowed by a whale and must find a way to escape. And Jonah and the Whale, a tale that has been told and retold for generations, capturing the imagination of people across the world. But could this terrifying scenario actually happen? Is it possible for a human to be swallowed by a whale and live to tell the tale? Could a human being survive inside a whale? The idea seems far-fetched, but it's a question that has intrigued scientists and storytellers alike. Let's delve into the science and separate fact from fiction. Whales are incredible creatures, with complex anatomies and behaviors that have fascinated researchers for years.
It's a question that has fascinated and frightened humanity for centuries. The ocean is a place of mystery and wonder, but also of danger and fear. The idea of being swallowed by a whale taps into our deepest fears, the fear of the unknown and the uncontrollable forces of nature. Today we'll explore the reality behind the myth. We'll look at the biology of whales, the physics of the ocean, and the stories that have shaped our understanding of these magnificent creatures. Join us as we uncover the truth about this mythical terror.
Not all whales are created equal. The ocean is home to a vast array of whale species, each with its own unique characteristics, behaviors, and feeding habits. From the small and agile dolphins to the gigantic blue whales, the diversity is truly astounding. The ocean is teeming with diverse whale species, each with unique characteristics and feeding habits. Some whales are filter feeders, while others are active hunters. They inhabit different parts of the ocean, from the icy waters of the Arctic to the warm tropical seas. While the thought of being swallowed whole is terrifying, only a handful of whale species are even capable of such a feat. Most whales have throats that are too small to swallow anything larger than a grapefruit. However, there are a few exceptions. The sperm whale, with its massive size and diet of giant squid, might seem like a contender. These whales are known for their deep dives and their ability to hunt and consume large prey. They are among the largest toothed predators in the ocean. However, its narrow esophagus would make swallowing a human impossible. Despite their large mouths, sperm whales have esophagi that are only about 20 centimeters in diameter, which is far too small to accommodate a human. That leaves us with the baleen whales, specifically the massive blue whale, the largest animal on Earth. Blue whales are filter feeders, using their baleen plates to strain krill and small fish from the water. Their feeding mechanism is fascinating and highly efficient.
The blue whale's sheer size and feeding mechanism make it a unique candidate for our investigation. These gentle giants can grow up to 100 feet long and weigh as much as 200 tons. Their mouths are enormous, capable of holding up to 90 metric tons of food and water, make it a unique candidate for our investigation. However, even with their massive mouths, blue whales have throats that are surprisingly small, only about the size of a beach ball. This means that, despite their size, they are not capable of swallowing a human whole. The mystery of which whale could swallow a human remains unsolved, but the journey to uncover the truth reveals the incredible diversity and complexity of these magnificent creatures.
Picture this. You're tossed around in a torrent of seawater, the currents pulling you in every direction, disorienting you completely. Suddenly you see the immense mouth of a blue whale closing in, a sight both awe-inspiring and terrifying. The blue whale's mouth, a cavernous expanse, could easily engulf a small car. Its sheer size is overwhelming, a reminder of the ocean's vastness and the creatures that inhabit it. But instead of teeth, it has rows of baleen plates, which are like giant combs made of keratin, the same material as human fingernails. These baleen plates are used to filter krill and small fish from the water, a feeding mechanism that is both efficient and elegant. You're swept past these plates, feeling the water rush by as you move deeper into the whale's mouth, down a surprisingly narrow esophagus. The pressure is immense, the darkness absolute. You can feel the walls closing in, the space becoming tighter and more confined.
The journey through the whale's mouth is both fascinating and terrifying, a surreal experience that blurs the line between reality and nightmare. It's a mix of natural wonder and primal fear, a reminder of the power and mystery of the ocean. The waves crash above, the seawater churns, and you are left in awe of the majestic creature that has momentarily become your world.
You've made it past the esophagus, but your journey is far from over. You find yourself in one of the whale's 4 stomach chambers. The first chamber, the forestomach, is a muscular chamber that churns and contracts, breaking down food. Enzymes and digestive juices work to break down the whale's food, creating a highly acidic environment. The lack of oxygen and the overwhelming pressure would be unbearable.
The conditions inside the whale's stomach are harsh and unforgiving, making survival nearly impossible.
Section 5. Can you survive? The odds are really stacked against you. The conditions inside a whale's stomach are incredibly hostile to human life. The lack of oxygen alone would be fatal within minutes. The crushing pressure and acidic environment would quickly take their toll. Even if you could withstand these harsh conditions, you would eventually be moved into the whale's intestines, a long and winding path with no escape.
Section 6. Escape from the belly of the beast, fact or fiction? The idea of escaping from a whale's stomach is the stuff of legends. Could you, like Jonah, be vomited back out? It's highly unlikely. While whales are known to regurgitate indigestible food, the force of being expelled through the whale's esophagus would be incredibly damaging. Your chances of surviving such an ordeal are practically non-existent.
Section 7. The harsh reality. Why survival is highly unlikely. Let's face it, the odds of being swallowed by a whale and surviving are astronomically low. The sheer size of a whale, combined with the hostile environment inside its digestive system, makes survival virtually impossible. While the myth persists in our stories and imaginations, the reality is far less forgiving.
Section 8. Beyond the whale. Other ocean mysteries. The vastness of the ocean holds countless wonders and mysteries. While the prospect of surviving inside a whale is highly improbable, it sparks our curiosity about the ocean's depths and the creatures that inhabit them. What other extraordinary adaptations and survival strategies exist in the underwater world?
Section 9. Respecting the giants. Our role in their conservation. The myth of being swallowed by a whale reminds us of the immense power and majesty of these creatures. As we marvel at their size and strength, it's crucial to remember their vulnerability. Pollution, habitat destruction, and climate change pose significant threats to whale populations worldwide. It's our responsibility to protect these gentle giants and ensure their survival for generations to come.
Section 10. The enduring legend. Why we're still captivated. The myth of being swallowed by a whale continues to capture our imaginations. Perhaps it's the primal fear of the unknown, the vastness of the ocean, or the awe-inspiring size of these creatures that keeps us intrigued. Whatever the reason, the legend serves as a reminder of the power and mystery of the natural world and our place within it.